Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good. I was like, let me pop in and do a first of all, I forgot I had this little window right here. I was like, let me record at this window. And I'm glad I did because I love natural lighting. So that's number one. Number two, we're gonna have a chill and poetry moment. So just chill, get back, get yourself a glass of wine, a cup of tea, anything that you used to do with chill. Usually I be chilling, I be having my I know I love my Afro beats or my hip hop, or sometimes even my I be chilling with the gospel, okay, and house music too. House music actually has their own version of gospel, which I like a little more because sometimes I feel like, sorry, let me turn it down a little bit. Sometimes I feel like the gospel music that we grew up with is great, but sometimes, it can be like sad, like I don't like to always incorporate the Lord with sadness. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we all have our things that we're trying to overcome, but oftentimes we get too closed into being sad, and it's like I'm not sad, but I also want to praise the Lord, and I just want to be in a good vibe, good tone, things like that. And also I'm loving this hair. Sidebar, it is like moving. I'm so excited, guys. Y'all gonna see this wig for a little while, or even this style for a little while, because when I see a style that works for me, as y'all know, I'll be going with it, honey. And this is so simple. Like, I don't have to curl it. I just kind of pop it on. It is a frontal. Did I do the edges? I didn't really do the edges all the way. I only kind of be doing the part that I know is going to be showing. But even so, it's not glued on. I put it on every day. Because, okay, I be having to wash my hair. I need my head free, That's a sidebar. But I am going to share a great poem that I wrote. And I just want to add... Sorry, because I know the music, it don't be that loud, but when they be on the video, because sometimes it comes off way louder, so it's like I'm yelling. But I wrote this poem a while ago. Let me see when it's dated. And I know I was sitting in California Pizza, and I love California Pizza. They have some great pizza and some great sangria, okay? And so I was sitting there chilling. I had sat next to this couple, or they sat me down next to this couple, and I was like, oh, okay. And when I looked over, I noticed that they were just in their phones, and I be by myself sometimes, so it's weird for people to see me out, but I'm here listening. I'm not about to not go out and do whatever I want to do because I may be by myself. I'm not afraid to be by myself. I record by myself. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm used to being by myself. I'm not going to lie. I have friends. I have family, of course. But I'm just one of those people that just, like, I enjoy being by myself. I don't know how to explain it. I try to, I'm not a clique person, like I don't hang in cliques. I don't walk around with cliques. I have a very strong personality, and I know that. And so oftentimes I'd rather just have fun by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to get into all that like drama and stuff, and it just becomes a lot. Definitely with all the stuff that I do, that it's like you can't look at what I do and look at me a lot of times. So people are always kind of looking to get something, and sometimes like I just want to be chilling, so I would chill with myself. But anyway, that brought me to this poem. Purpose of the story. That brought me to this poem that I wrote because oftentimes people are pulling the phone up, the poem up on my other phone. Oftentimes people are ignoring the moments that they're in because they're so sucked into these phones. And so when I saw them and I was sitting by myself, I took the time and I was like, let me just write this poem. And I wrote the poem right then and there. And when was it dated? September 27th. So what we in November already? So I was just like, let me just share this poem that I totally forgot that I wrote. And it was such a great poem when I went back and looked at it that I was like, oh my God, let me share this. So I'm going to share it with y'all. Hope y'all like it. Sit back. Let's vibe. Let's chill. You know what I'm saying? And let's hear the words. I didn't memorize it. I need to start memorizing my poems. But I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? Step one, the step two, the step three, step four, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna look up. I know some of it, but let's get to the poem. I be chatting. You get what I'm saying? Like, sis, let's hit them home. Alright, I'm gonna share. It's titled "The Void Between Two Phones." Okay, the void between two phones. Okay. The void between two phones. And excuse me, y'all. I know I sound a little congested, but it's that season, so just bear with me, okay? The void between two phones. The void between two phones, filled in the air. One person just scrolls, having an internet affair. Not that they're cheating, but often just scrolling up and down with no true meaning, no true purpose or reason, just looking into the lives of others, all while sitting across from their significant other, ignoring the meal, ignoring the scene, ignoring the feelings is quite obscene. As they're scrolling online, enjoying the thrill, no emotions, no love to feel. The thrill of being at two places at one time. The release of dopamine, one post at a time. An hour has passed and no one is speaking. No one really notices. They're supposed to be eating. The void between two phones, two people on, posting online for their friends in their zone. If phones weren't there, what would they do? Probably laugh or have a talk or two. She never stopped scrolling until he finally speaks, saying, "It's time to go." And finally, she sees. She see him staring, waiting for a smile. She smiles a little, head in the cloud. The void between two phones. Woo! We gonna snap it out. We gonna snap it out. Okay? We gonna snap it out. Because let me tell you so, fam. Those phones, that addiction that a lot of us, don't even realize we picked up, have to be more aware, and enjoy the moment with one another. It's so many people that literally, they'll walk right. They will be sitting right next to you and don't even notice that you're there. You could be choking. They be so zoned into their phones that it's like nothing is important but whatever it is on this phone. So, man. And listen, I know that we feel like we're getting something from our phones. We're not. We're getting something from looking at other people. So when you're on your phone, take a minute to look around and say, okay, I'm looking at people, but let me see people in the real. Let me see people in real life and see if I can keep a connection. Because eventually what we're going to see is the robots. You know how people be like, robots are going to take over? People are going to be those robots. I know people are so literal sometimes that you'll be thinking like a robot, a metal thing is going to be walking around. But guys, a robot is someone without a brain, without human capabilities. And if you continue to ignore your human capabilities, eventually you're going to be a robot. And so I know people use the term like, oh, bot, and stuff like that. And they kind of use it loosely and rudely, but we're not bots. We're not robots. We just ignore our human tendencies and come off robotic, but don't be that person that ignores another person and treats another person as if they're not a person. See, sometimes we get wrapped up in our feelings and we act on what we may see other people do, and it's kind of like follow the leader, follow the leader. But sometimes the people you follow aren't leaders, and so now you're sitting around following poor behavior and toxic behavior that you just become, I don't know how to say it without it sounding kind of rude. You know what I'm saying? You just become like a careless kind of human. And once you lose those traits that you're supposed to have as a human, like sad, happy, angry, you don't want to say what's on your chest. You don't want to cry because someone said don't cry. Once you lose those, characteristics, you are slowly picking at your own identity. So be mindful. So man, okay? Be mindful that there's nothing on that phone that can match the true feeling of human interaction, of human friendships, human relationships, human family ships. And let's start normalizing working on things and communicating when something isn't right, and if you feel sad about something, let's try. I know it's kind of like, it's hard, but let's just try to normalize being normal. Like, yeah, I cried. I was sad. That's what happens when my body is sad. My body cries, Or I was happy. So I was dancing because this is what I do when I'm happy. I dance, Or I was angry. So this is what I do when I'm angry. Just expressing yourself and learning how to do it in a civilized manner. You don't have to be like over the top. You can have a balance to it where you could just be chilling and vibing. And even when you're mad, it's like, give me a minute, I'm upset. Being able to say that, like, hey, I'm upset, give me a minute, I need a minute, give me a minute, and maybe like 5 minutes, and maybe like 5 days, but just give me some time, to go through my emotions. Because if I ignore my emotions, those ignored emotions continue to grow. So if you have someone, let's keep it on topic, but that kind of just always on their phone, that they ignore the fact that you're there, learn how to express it in a way that person understands you. Like, say, hey, this is how you make me feel when you're always on your phone. Because maybe they may not really understand how you feel. Believe it or not. Oh, somebody's so bad. I'm nosy. So I gotta sneeze. So we're gonna wrap this up before that sneeze comes, because I ain't trying to sneeze. But just find healthy ways to communicate. I know I ain't tripping. Find healthy ways to say how you feel by still being considerate of someone else's feelings, because you would want them to be considerate of your own feelings. Like, okay, how would I want someone to say this to me? Because I know I would want them to say it, but how would I want them to say it? Those are ways that you kind of develop questions or approaches and things like that. Just operating from a good space, not operating from anger. Operate from love. All right, so man, hope you guys enjoy my poem and enjoy my video, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys at my next video. Bye for now.